What do you do? What do you do on Good Friday? Well, hopefully you have a good Friday. You know what I'm doing? I'm getting out all my little dirt bikes, my Groms, my Monkey, my Afro Twin. Just really, for me, being the age I am, just really is incredible how you get away from motorcycle riding just for a little bit of time, and it's just incredible how disconnected you become to these motorcycles. And now these Honda Groms, the Monkey, these are small, nimble motorcycles, so can't so much relate with it on that. But when I get into the bigger bikes like this Honda Afro Twin, I'm really taken back about really your balance and the maneuvers, and your hand-eye coordination. And I'm just taken back to how, for me, I haven't ridden a big motorcycle now since Florida of last year, which was November of last year. So you're talking now December, January, February, March, April, close to 5 months. And I did take this out here, I know, a few months ago or about a month ago, but just to not be on the motorcycle. So I just did a lot of practice of doing slow turns and doing figure eights and going on my property and trying to just really maneuver the motorcycle at slower speeds. And wow, all I can say is what a workout. Just for me, it's incredible how finessing this motorcycle really takes a lot out of you to really balance it and really try to finesse it where you can really come to like a really crawl to a stop and make a right or left turn and do a U-turn. And it does take a lot out of you just on how you're maneuvering your body from one side to the next. And so I'm just kind of like right now, I feel like I'm out of shape and I am very sick. So I'm definitely not 100% yet, so my energy level is way down. But I just rode around for a while. I'm thinking, man, it's hard to believe that it takes this much energy out of you. And keep in mind, I'm riding off-road, and this doesn't really have great off-road tires, so it does bust out. You do slip around. So there is some variables there, but at the same time, I'm just really stumped and really what it really takes out of you to ride a motorcycle. And I'm talking this off-road bike, not so much talking about a street motorcycle, but more like in the off-road sector. So just kind of hanging out here, enjoying the afternoon, get the kid out here, do some Grom time. And the dogs, thank goodness, the dogs is interesting because Diesel and Rebel, they will kind of run around with me on the property, but they don't chase the motorcycle. So it is a lot. It's not as entertaining for the people watching my channel like it was with Kiefer, but it's just more enjoyable because you're not fighting the dogs, and the motorcycle. And as you know, if you really watch my channel, that was really a lot of entertainment for so many people watching the Turbo Dog chase me after these motorcycles and try to eat the front tire, and it really wasn't good. And these guys here, they're really cool. They just kind of follow me around the property, and they don't try to chase me down. And but it's interesting. We go to the four-wheelers and the Pioneer. It's a whole different attitude because then my other dogs, the Poodles and Wheaten Terriers, they like to chase the four-wheeler. Tango likes to chase me on the four-wheeler or the Pioneer, and then the Wheaten Terriers like to chase the Poodles, which then turns into the German Shepherds want to chase the Poodles as well. So it's kind of entertaining how on the German Shepherds it's more about chasing the dogs than chasing the machines. Versus Kiefer was like, screw that. I just want to chase the machine, and that's it. But, it's hard. It's kind of hard for me to really believe there's such a difference here on how Kiefer had this instinct to chase these moving motorcycles and dirt bikes and ATVs. And I'll never forget telling Julia one day, when he was probably like 6 months old, maybe a little younger than that, if she wants to exercise him, just have him follow you on your dirt bike. And did that really start that? Because I've actually said that sometimes with the other German Shepherd dogs, and they don't really seem to cater to that type of attention or really wanting to do that. So it's just so weird how Kiefer had in his own just chemical makeup where it's all about chasing that moving vehicle. And once again, we've kind of tried a little bit with these other dogs, and they really don't. I really don't want to train to be that way like Kiefer was, because it was just so dangerous. if you know what I'm talking about here, I watch my channel. It was nerve-wracking sometimes, and Kiefer was going to get severely injured. So anyways, just sharing my good Friday afternoon adventures here as I still kind of try to recuperate here and try not to get too crazy, because I just can't stand sitting around. That's my challenge. And so I always want to be doing something, and man, it's hard to believe. When do I get back on one of my road motorcycles? When do I take the trike back out? Which I will. I mean, I just have, my mind has had a lot going on. My mother passing, just too much overwhelming things going on for me. I just haven't been in a state of mind to really get out on the road and be on a street bike. But I'm sure I will, especially with the weather turning. And once this warm air does come in, it does make it a lot more fun to get on a motorcycle, because just the cold weather, it just isn't any fun. And so many years ago, I would ride in the cold weather, but as I get older, I just don't really enjoy that. And that's really more picky as I get older and more stubborn, I guess you could say. You never hear my voice. Once again, I just am so congested up, and I'm just not 100% back. That's why the video channel, it's just kind of gone silent, because it just takes so much out of you to do this, and it just wears you down. So I just gonna be sicker longer. So I guess I need to shut the hell up, right? So stay tuned for some more Ice Age TV adventures here in the Ice Age compound. God bless. And one thing I kind of forgot to mention here, all the puppies around, everybody else, and man, I wiped down all these bikes and cars just about a week ago, and it's just incredible how here it's just a week later with all the pollen and all the dust. It's just everything's coated all over again, so sometimes it's hard to get truly motivated to go out and just wipe this stuff all down, only in the end for it just to be totally dusted all over again. So that's all. I just wanted to kind of give that to you. And the dogs are all just chilling out, which thank goodness they're kind of just chilling out as they all adapt to their environment. You can only hope that the German Shepherds really do mold into just kind of more being laid back and a property dog. And since I've got the property pretty well locked down, these guys are kind of staying around. All right, that's it.